Remember, these two videos coming out in successive days. One, Democrats fomenting violence at Trump events, organizing violence at these events. The second, massive campaign fraud. But before we get to that, let's look at how these undercover tapes talk about the flow of money and where it begins, because they're putting it right on the back of Hillary Clinton, her campaign, and the DNC. Take a look.
I am contracted to him, but I answer to the head of special events for the DNC, and the head of the special events and political for the campaign.
The campaign pays DNC, DNC pays Democracy Partners pays the Fogle Group goes and executes.
All right, now let's play two consecutive. One talks about a video showing how Democrats incited the violence at the Trump rallies and how they offered plausible deniability to both Hillary and the Democratic National Convention. Let's play this.
If you're there and you're protesting and you do these actions, you will be attacked at Trump rallies. That's what we know.
So that's part of the process of eliciting the reaction.
The whole point of it is we know that Trump's people will freak out. His security team will freak out, and his supporters will lose their.
Nobody's really supposed to know about me. So the Chicago protest, when they shot all that was us. It was more him than me, but none of this is supposed to come back to us because we want it coming from people. We don't want it to come from the party. So if we do a protest and it's DNC protest, it's right away the press is going to say partisan. But if I'm in there coordinating with all the groups on the ground and sort of playing field general, but they're the ones talking to the cameras, then it's actually people.
The thing that we have to watch is making sure there's a double blind between the actual campaign and the actual DNC and what we're doing. There's a double blind there. So they can plausibly deny that they didn't do anything about it.
All right, so you have the flow of money from the Clinton campaign and the DNC to those agitators fomenting violence. Then, of course, you have those admitting and bragging about the violence that they committed, and then you have videos showing that they offered plausible deniability for the DNC and the Hillary campaign, and then the video admitting that Hillary knows about the violence. I mean, if this were Donald Trump, why do I suspect there'd be a very different narrative 19 days out of an election?
And correct me if I'm wrong, Sean, but I think I saw in the last 24 hours, you also have a Federal Election Commission report of the campaign paying one of these people directly, and you have one of the leaders of this group apparently entered the White House over 300 times.
That's correct.
It was also reported in the last 24 hours. So, but here's a simple question which should tell everybody in America why we need to replace the current mess. Where is the Federal Bureau of Investigation? You have people saying that they fomented violence in order to disrupt an election. You have evidence those people were paid by a presidential campaign. You have somebody who's so intimate at the White House, he's there over 300 times. You had a firebombing in North Carolina of a Republican campaign headquarters. Where is the FBI? Why is the federal government not engaged in worrying about the civil rights of people who favor Donald Trump? I mean, talk about a one-sided scandal. The number one challenge Republicans ought to have, and frankly, Grassley and Goodlatte, the two chairmen of the Judiciary Committees, ought to be sending off letters right now demanding, where's the FBI investigation of criminal violence intended to disrupt a presidential campaign by the Democrats and by Hillary Clinton?